This is not on the theme. I wrote this, a little piece of flash fiction about an event that was in the newspaper. Some of you may have read it. I don't know why, but I read this story and I couldn't stop laughing. It's kind of sad. This is called Chicken to Die For, a story based on true events. It must have been some good chicken, Deputy Clark said. Yep, really good, Detective Rogers agreed. Can you imagine fighting like that over the last drumstick? Stabbing someone to death? I mean, what the hell? Yeah, it's crazy, but that's the way it played out. I interviewed all the other roommates. Their stories jibe. The deputy looked down at the last drumstick, now cold in the skillet. The aroma made his mouth water. You'd think it would make you lose your appetite, he said, to see that guy laying there in the courtyard with that steak knife in his chest, that blood, the dead eyes staring. Detective Rogers stepped closer to the stove. He looked at the drumstick and he said to the deputy, I wonder what they put in the batter. Some kind of secret Cuban recipe, maybe? It sure smells good. Yeah, sure does, the deputy replied. Is that what those guys were? Cubans? Uh-huh, 5 of them, all living here in this little apartment. Well, 3 of them now, since one's dead and the other's in custody. You reckon they'll want this last piece of chicken then? Detective Rogers shook his head as he reached toward the skillet. Deputy Clark reflexively gripped the handle of his sidearm and shouted, Hey, you ain't thinking of taking that now, are you? Detective's eyes widened. Stand down, deputy. This is evidence. I have to take it. Oh, right. The deputy went slack and stepped back, embarrassed. Detective Rogers bagged the drumstick and took it to his car. Then he removed the drumstick from the bag and took a bite. A wave of gustatory bliss washed over him as he chewed and swallowed. His eyes rolled back in his head and he muttered, Oh, God damn, that is good chicken.